All right.
Okay. 36 questions to fall in love. So we take turns. I'll ask the first question, you ask the second, but we both have to answer all of the questions.
Okay. Yeah.
If you could invite anyone in the world to dinner, who would it be?
Okay, so I want to invite Oprah to the dinner because she's the woman that I am very admire her.
Admire her the most.
I admire her the most, and yeah, and I wanna. Part of me, I want to be like her, but of course, I want to be like me. But like,
you want to be your own version of Oprah?
Yeah, but it's like because I like the way that she treat people, and then like she have a lot of compassion, and like she also like not afraid to speak up of like the thing that she think need to be talk about it, like something like that, and so she's very brave, and she's not afraid to be herself, like so I want to invite her, but I'm thinking like if I can invite anyone in the world, I want to invite her, but also it's like I feel I'm too shy to like I don't know how to talk to her. Like, oh yeah, hi, I'm nobody, something like that. Yeah, and what about you?
I think for me this question changes. I think right now, maybe my brother. Because I don't think I have that much interest in famous people. Like, I feel like most of the information from famous people you can get online or like, I don't know. I'm not that interested in people. I think it's more about like the interpersonal connections, like the questions with people that you actually have relationships with. I think are more important to me. And it's been a long time since I've seen my brother, and I miss him. And I think I'm doing a lot of things here that he would think are interesting and fun. So I would like to have him here and show him all the things I've been doing and have dinner and catch up before he has his baby.
Nice.
That'd be my answer.
Okay.
Question 2.
My turn. Question 2. What you like to do? Would you like to be famous? In what way?
I don't think I would want to be famous. I think that's a lot of pressure and a lot of, I don't know, a lot of people caring what you do and say, and I want just me to care about what I do and say.
Yeah.
I'd like to be a good influence on other people, but I don't think I would deal well with the pressure of being famous.
Yeah. That's your question.
That's my answer. What about you?
Okay. I think, it's quite, when I was really young, I wanted to be famous. But now it's like because the things I want to do is kind of like, if you could be famous, that would be more easier, right? Like, if you can be more famous, then maybe you will get more opportunity. People will know you based on, because I want to do performance. But also it's like, I don't know, right now it's like I wanted to do performance, but I don't think necessary to be famous. Like, I just realized that there's other ways, like you don't need to be really famous, but you can still do those things. Like, just like I want to be able to sing, but you don't have to be famous so then you can sing or a performance. Just like, but I know that if I could be famous, then maybe there's a lot of things can bring me a lot of opportunities, but I just kind of like, I don't know, I don't want it to be famous to also need to, I don't know how to deal with, just like you said, like the press and the like you need to be very careful about what you say, but I will be like, but also like I think that will be cool to be like, or maybe just like the assurance the interview I listened the other day I shared with you. It's just like, you can, if I can using the famous,
your fame to help
my
somebody
fame,
else.
yeah, to help somebody else, then I think maybe that will be a cool things. But if just to be famous, then I don't think that's the things I wanted to.
Yeah.
Are
you talking about like how Ed Sheeran would take in like other artists who are more small time that haven't made it big yet, take them in and give them opportunities, like that kind of helping other people?
Or just like, if you can have just like, I just watching the documentary about Taylor Swift. Like, she's obviously very famous, but she also using her voice to speak something she think the value needs to be spread, or like just or go to the hospital to, you know, cheer out those kids at the hospital or something like that. If I can have that ability, that would be wonderful as well. But I don't think that if I could have that, that would be nice. But if just to be famous, maybe that's not the thing I really interesting the most. Yeah, something like that.
Interesting. So you'd want to be a famous. So is that a yes or a no if you want to be famous?
I don't think so. I don't want to. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, because do you want to be able to enjoy the things that you do, not because of the fame, like being an actor, performer?
Yeah, because I think I will. I don't know. I just feel like I'm very weak. I feel like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, I just don't think that. Yeah, because I want to be famous when I was really young. Like, okay, because I want to sing, right? But after, I just feel like it costs a lot to be famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big price.
Yeah, and so I feel like, no, that's not the thing I wanted to be. Yeah. But if I can using that story properly, then okay. But if I cannot, maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 3. Before making a phone call, do you rehearse what you're going to say?
Okay. Rehearse. Okay. Yeah, I am. I think so. Yeah, because I feel like I am not the person who really know how to talk through the technology. Like phone call, like test. It's just like, yeah, I am. I will rehearse in my mind, like, kind of like, what I should say, or like, yeah, I need to think about it before I call. Yeah, sometimes I think now, especially nowadays, like making a phone call is kind of like
rare.
Yeah, it made me feel a bit. I will feel a lot of pressure, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, I am. What about you?
If it's in Chinese, yes, because I want to make sure that I know the important words in Chinese. So I run through how I think the conversation will go, so I know what to say. Like calling a doctor, be like, I have to make an appointment because of this, this, and this. So I have to like think about all of those words to make sure I know them. I think in English I don't anymore. I used to, but not really anymore. Not unless it's something that I'm really worried about, like talking to a boss or even now, like the bosses that I have are pretty chill. Like I'm not worried about it. But the only time that I ever really remember rehearsing phone conversations as an adult, because when I was a kid I would do it, is when I was working for the Carter Center and I was calling up all these rich and powerful people around the world, trying to like keep them updated on things that are going on in the Carter Center so they would give us more money. I was very stressed about that, especially since it's not something I'd done a lot. So yeah, make sure I had all the points that I had to talk about, so I wasn't just like wasting this very rich person's time, rich and powerful person's time. So I don't think I do anymore unless it's in a second language.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Oh, this is my favorite question.
Okay. What would constitute
Make
a perfect day for you?
Yeah. Constitute is like make, or like what's inside.
Oh.
What is your perfect day?
Oh, what's your perfect day?
What is it that makes a perfect day for you? For me, I have this all planned out. Okay. Because this is the perfect day, so I've thought about it a lot. On a perfect day, you don't need much sleep.
Okay.
Because there are too many things to do to make it perfect. So sleeping is not involved. So you wake up early. You go on a hike. Go on a hike with my dog. Just me and my dog having a great time hiking in the woods. Mm-hmm. Maybe there are other people there. I don't really care. As long as it's me and my dog and it's early, I'm happy.
Uh-huh.
Come back, and when I come back, I think we're staying in the mountains for my perfect day. And my mom, we're staying in a cabin. My mom has made breakfast for us. She makes this really good like sausage and egg casserole for breakfast. Eat breakfast, have some coffee, chat with the family. Then we start playing board games. And my whole family's there, and we play board games for a couple hours. And then we all get up and we go on a short hike we have lunch, but it's only a light lunch. Then we go on a short hike before dinner. And then we eat a huge dinner. And then after dinner, we play maybe one more game where we all play together. And then we hang out, and like my dad, my brother, and I hang out and play guitar and sing and chill and just talk until early morning. Mm-hmm. And then go to sleep really late. Mm-hmm. That was a perfect day. Mm. Lots of times with family and just not doing anything of importance, but spending quality time together with family and dog and friends. I can have friends there, but not necessarily.
Okay.
If there's a boyfriend to cuddle with at the end of the night, that makes it a little bit better, but I'm fine by myself.
Okay. My perfect day. I don't know. It's perfect days about. The perfect day is very rare, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had a couple. I've had a couple perfect days.
I think my perfect day will be I plan to go travel and like just by myself. And I just like go on this trip and then like looking forward to have some new experiences or like new people. But I don't expecting anything, so I just go, and also kind of like looking forward to like what person will suddenly just I don't know, I just like I just go, and then like and I see some really good views on the way. It's made me feel so free and happy, and also like see those like something that I never see before, or some people I won't expecting to talk to before. And yeah, it's just like whole new experiences for me. Yeah. And yeah, it's perfect but very rare, so yeah. And yeah, I think my perfect day will be related to some travel experiences for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I think my perfect day is most of time by myself.
The complete opposite.
So I can be like, oh, but no, there is no. There is a two type of perfect day. I will say, one is by myself, the other one's with friends, like the friend I really love. Yeah, and then like, just like the trip we went. Yeah, just like that. That's perfect.
Yeah,
that's true. Perfect day. But we're also traveling, so right?
It helps.
Right? So
travel
it's like,
and friends.
It's travel and friends.
Or just travel.
Yeah. But yeah, I miss a lot of. Yeah. You know that.
Yeah.
Just very few people, but I love so.
Yeah.
That's my perfect date.
Here's a question that's kind of silly to us.
Okay.
When did you last sing to yourself?
Yesterday.
When did you last sing to someone else?
Someone else.
When did you last sing to someone else?
Sing to someone else? Someone else, not myself.
Yeah. Wednesday?
Wednesday?
I was asking.
No. Someone else.
When did you sing to somebody?
I can't remember.
You don't think that singing on Wednesday counts as singing to somebody else?
I mean, somebody else means particularly.
One person in particular?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. All right. Wednesday.
I sang to myself like an hour ago when I was practicing guitar.
Yeah.
I don't consider that singing to you because I feel like I was just singing to myself and you were there. The last time I sang to someone else was yesterday at guitar class.
Ah, okay.
I sang to my teacher.
Okay.
6.
Next one.
Oh, this is a little bit complicated. So I'll let you read it and let you see if you can figure it out.
Okay. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of 30 years old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want?
So when you turn 30, or whatever, when you're in your 30s, you can either keep your body or keep your mind for the next 60 years of your life, and you'll live until you're 90. So starting from now, either you'll start to lose your mind or you'll start to lose your body, but you'll keep the other one perfect, just like it is. Which one would you want? Would you want to keep your mind or your body?
Wow, this is a really hard question.
Yeah. I think for me, I would want to keep my mind. Because, like, my grandmother had Alzheimer's, and there's nothing scarier to me than seeing just, like, a shell of a body with your mind being nothing, or your mind doesn't remember anything. Like, towards the end, she couldn't remember how to swallow or eat or do anything. And, like, having somebody have to take care of you.
Wow, that's scary.
And while, like, it's also, there's another fear of, like, having a good mind trapped inside of a body that doesn't work. That's also a fear. But I think that there are ways that you can get around that nowadays. Like, you can still do crazy things, even if your body doesn't work completely right.
Yeah.
So,
that's true.
And that way, like, if something terrible happens to my body, and, like, I know that my body's going to give out in a couple years, then I can just say, fuck it, and go skydiving, and go bungee jumping, and do all of those things that, because what does it really matter? Like, you're going to die in a year or two anyway, and you can't do much with your body. Like, if you're worried about being trapped, like, go do all the crazy things. Because why not? That's my thought.
Yeah.
Because what are you if you don't have your mind? Although I'd like to have a nice, sexy body till I'm not 90, but I think that's not the most important thing. I think being there mentally is more important for me.
Yeah. I think I just worry about, like, feel trapped in the body, and then I cannot move. But yeah, just like you said, like, actually there's a lot of ways that you can act, and especially, like, the technology is just
getting better.
Improve so much. So it's like, even you don't have your body part cannot function very well, but you can still do a lot of things.
Yeah, as long as your mind is still there.
Yeah.
If your mind's gone, what's the point?
Yeah.
The only thing that I would fear about not having my body is having to have somebody else take care of me.
Yeah.
And feeling helpless and feeling like I'm a burden on other people.
Yeah. This is not about, like, you losing the ability of your body just
get old.
Just get old. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want I want a sexy mind.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die? Do you think you know how you will die? How do you think you're gonna die?
Wow.
You think about it. I'm gonna get more tea.
Okay.
Oy.
I want another tea as well.
You want what?
I want another tea.
Okay. Do you have tea bags?
No.
Okay. I'll get you some. I don't know if there's enough water for tea.
I don't know. But I hope I can die while I sleep. That will be the perfect,
No,
you know.
That's your dream, not your hunch.
I never thought about that. Maybe killed by somebody because I was too
Trusting?
yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the ways I think I might die.
Because I do have that kind of experiences one time.
You mean you're couch surfing?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Australia.
Yeah, I was just terrified. It's oh my god.
What's this guy gonna do? Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other hunches? You think somebody's gonna murder you because you trust them too much?
Yeah, or just I go to travel somewhere and then people say don't go there. I just whatever I do.
Do it anyway. Yeah, I think that's my fear too. Here's how I see it playing out. Okay, I get lost really easily, right? I trust people really easily. I like going hiking. I think all of those things together are a bad thing because I think I'm going to meet somebody or I'm going to go hiking. I'm going to meet somebody and they're going to be like, oh, it's this way. Then I'm going to follow them and they're going to take me to this place out in the woods and they're going to kill me.
Yeah, that's probably my case as well.
So,
hiking with not random person, a guy at the woods at Tasmania as well. I met him from couch surfing as well.
Yeah.
But he's a decent guy.
And that's what most people are, so I don't want to lose that ability to trust people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want to get murdered.
Yeah.
So, either that or I'm going to walk into traffic because I'm lost.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried about that too sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one about us.
Huh?
You get to read this one.
Okay. Name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common.
So I say one, you say one, I say one, you say one, I say one, you say one.
Appear is just the
appear. No, we're something that we might have in common.
Oh.
Because this is supposed to be people on a date, or you're supposed to just meet the person, and this is how you make them
okay.
get to know them on a deeper level.
Yeah.
Something we both have in common. We both play guitar. Kind of, sort of, okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Okay. And
That's your turn. You
okay,
say
my
one.
turn. We are both too trusting people. I
Yeah.
trust people too much.
Yeah, we're too trusting.
Yeah.
We both put too much energy into other people and not enough on ourselves.
Yeah. So we always need to remind each other, say, hey,
Hey.
you need more me time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Your turn.
In comment, we all sort of kind of crazy.
Crazy in a good way.
Crazy in a good way. Yeah.
We're both wonderful people who have a hard time seeing it in ourselves. Self-esteem.
Yeah, self-esteem.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last one?
That's you.
Okay. We both are super sexy and pretty.
Aww.
Congratulations. You know, the other day I saw this quote. It's just like, It said, congratulations to have sexy, how can I say, fuck. I forget. Why I even forget this?
And we both like Earl Grey tea.
Yeah.
And trips to Costco.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Congratulations for being sexy and intelligent at the same time. Right?
It's rare. Yeah. And so smart.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could change anything
Yeah.
about, I don't like the way they phrase this. If you could change anything for what in your life do you feel about the way you were raised? Oh, no. This is two questions that got mixed up. Mm-hmm. There we go. That's why it went back and forth and back and forth. For what in your life do you feel most grateful?
Oh, for what in your life do you feel?
What are you most grateful for in your life?
Okay, at this moment, I'm grateful for have good people around me. Yeah, who accept me as just be me. Yeah. And that's what I'm most grateful.
I think mine's the same. Like, it's been rough recently, and I'm very grateful to the people around me who have supported me a lot recently. Mm-hmm. So, where are they? Right there! Oh my gosh! Here's one in the wild. Yeah, just lots of friends and family that have been really good recently. Yeah. Letting me know I'm loved. It's important.
Yeah.
Next question. Question number
10. Okay. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
I think I wouldn't change that much about the way I was raised. I was very lucky. I had very good family. I had very good, I grew up out in the country, had lots of freedom. I kind of wish that I'd gone to high school, like a normal high school. Because I feel like I am very social, and I feel like being social makes me happy. And in high school, I didn't have a lot of that because I was homeschooled. Like, I still had friends and stuff, but I spent a lot of time alone during the day, and I don't like being alone that much. So that was hard for me over high school. Yeah, so I think that's about it. I think overall I'm pretty lucky with how I was raised. Lucky with the family I have. How about you, Raina?
Alright, I complete the opposite. I have family, but I don't have alright, I shouldn't say that. I should say, like, just they're not perfect. I'm not perfect. But we're just human, right? So yeah. So I think if I could change anything about the way, I wish I could change. So I shouldn't have changed it.
No, it's all about how you were raised. So if you think that, like,
I wish, how, if I will listen, or I will have, like, I wish my family can be a place that when you go home you feel like even the days are terrible, but when you go home you can feel like there is a comfort that your parents can give you. Yeah, or like yeah, it just make you feel like, oh, you can feel like they proud of you or something. Yeah.
Or just like when you go home, like you know that you're loved and you know that you are enough.
Yeah, like that. Actually, my father will always say like, oh, I love you, but it's just like,
How does it feel?
you can, the actions speak louder than words. So it's just like, even you just say words like that, but your action didn't, compete with what you say.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It doesn't match what you say.
It doesn't match what you say. So it's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, so, and my family had a lot of fights, just, annoying. I just like, I never feel like my home is a safe place to, stay. I always want to escape. So it's just like that. Yeah, so I think if I could change it, like, I wish my family can be, my home can be like, oh, you wanted to go home because you feel like you safe there or something, like, something like that. The way the change. Yeah.
When I go home I feel safe. I feel bored a lot of times, but I feel safe.
Yeah.
Okay. Take 4 minutes and tell your partner your life story in as much detail as possible. So give me a second, I'll set up a timer. You have to keep talking for all 4 minutes.
4 minutes?
Otherwise,
oh my
it's
god.
really awkward. Or should I make it 5 minutes? Ooh, I think I overslept this alarm. 129 hours ago. Okay, ready?
4? Okay. Oh.
4 minutes. I'm gonna pause it.
Hold on. Okay, here. My life story?
Just go.
Okay. My life story. I was born and raised at the south of Taiwan, and I was the second child of my family. But actually, it feels a lot of time I was the oldest, because my brothers left our house quite early because he's older than me. So I always have to like take care of my sister, and I was very independent. Yeah. And I came to Taipei when I was 15 years old because I wanted to go to the art school. So I came here alone and just like away from my family, and to chasing my little dreams of being a singer. Yeah, I always wanted to sing when I was 10 years old. I already set up the goal, and I'm doing pretty well at my middle school with like the dancing group something. Yeah, and I was quite popular a while in my middle school, and yeah. And after I came to Taipei, I just all my self-esteem just like from here to here. Just like, yeah. So I feel so many like insecure inside, and especially like you alone in Taipei, and they feel like you from the south, like you're not that, other people like they're from the Taipei. You look at them and it's just like, oh, you cannot compete with them. It's just like you don't have nice body, you don't think that your singing is good, or like you just like my self-esteem just like ugh. And later I graduate from high school, because our society always tells us like you need to make money. So I just like, oh, I'm not going to university. after I finished the high school, because I was like, I feel like I owe my family so much, because I feel like, because I came to Taipei, I spent a lot of money here, I should pay back or something, like just like I need to make my family proud or something like that. So I just started like working, like, but none of the job are really like how can I say, like really give me the made me feel rewarding, like just kind of like chasing money, but you're not really happy and enjoy, and like you just kind of like you just kind of live the best way you could, but you don't have soul in it, so you just barely survive. And then I finally got a chance to like, there's an agent like and I was just like, okay, I gonna just jump in, like maybe like I can using this opportunity to
No, keep going.
ha!
At least 4 minutes.
All right. So I just kind of like, okay, maybe I could using this opportunity to like start my career for like performance, something like that, and finally have some opportunity. But actually, this type of this one, the thing they're going to do is not fit. I'm not fit. I'm not type of person. I don't know how to say that. Like I try to using this opportunity, but that's the style they building. It's not my style. But I just kind of like force myself. It's like, but this is your only chance. You should catch it, and you should like using well. So I just kind of like force myself, and my family just like, yeah, and what's going on? Everything's, but every time they ask me, I cannot give them the answers, like the process and everything, because my company, they also they don't give me answer. So just like I just kind of hang there. I was very depressed at the moment because I don't make any money at that time, and just like so depressed, and every day I remember like maybe about a years, I just kind of like I don't want to like facing people. I just kind of like living my cave. I will go to work for some little job, but it's just like I don't have soul inside, and just like every time I think about this so many times, like I wanted to walk on the street and then just hit by car. Yeah, just like I just like so depressed at the moment. I don't know my value, and just like why I'm here, and yeah, there are so many questions, and I don't have that kind of support system. So it's just like I feel like I try really hard, but it's just like I also don't know how to really share my struggle to other people, because I know other people won't relate. So I just not talk about it, and so I was really depressed. And after,
did you keep a journal or anything at that time?
no,
Okay.
I don't. So yeah, and later I left that company. I just find a normal job, and then and also it's like I have this thoughts for many years is I wanted to go to Australia for travel, for working holiday, and I keep like delaying because I just too afraid that I don't have enough money or anything. I don't have perfect English. I just like, but after like those things, I just like whatever. I just like I gonna go. I gonna leave this country. I gonna see like why I cannot just go because I want to. So I just like, okay, I think that age, I think that was my maybe 24, 25, age 25 or something. I finally made the decision. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna go and just go to Australia. And then after, I just like, I feel myself like completely, I'm not completely, like start awaking. Like, oh, I finally like find my soul back. I finally like, okay, there is a million like different way of lifestyle. I don't have to follow what other people say. It's good for me. And yeah, so I just like whatever. I just start like trying to follow my heart, because I think follow your heart sometimes is really hard, even right now. Yeah. So yeah, after I just like try my best to if I have a chance to travel or like explore, find new version of myself, something like that. Yeah. And then yeah, I have tried different type of job. I have met different type of people, and yeah, right now, yeah, I'm heartbreaking sometimes. But it's like, yeah, I definitely will say like I learned a lot as well. Like I don't regret so any so tough experiences. Just like, okay, I know like those experiences just help me getting stronger, and like I know this type of experiences can help me to relate other people more. Yeah, and yeah, and be crazy as much as I can, in a good way.
Safely. You forgot the most important part.
Yeah.
Where about a year and a couple months ago,
Yeah.
you met me.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's long. I'm 32. So like it's long time. It's long.
What? You're 32? No way. You look like you're still 20.
Thank you.
There you go. Always the head. Always the head.
Always so proud of like, thank you.
Okay, I'll do mine.
Your turn.
Hold on.
Not very organized life stories.
Oh, just wait till you hear mine. You're a way more organized person than I am. Okay, at least 4 minutes. So, my name, Amy Elizabeth Richardson. I was born in a small town in southwest Georgia. I was born in Mitchell County. Now, they no longer deliver babies at that hospital because it's too small. It's a town of maybe 5,000 people. I grew up in the same house that I lived in my entire life. About 7 miles outside, so like a 15-minute drive outside of the city limits on a dirt road. Growing up, I have 2 older brothers and an older sister. Grew up on a farm, so by the time I was like 6, we started raising sheep. So there's a little 6-year-old me running around with sheep twice my size. We also had llamas and goats and rabbits, and always had lots of dogs. We had geese. Apparently we had ducks. I don't remember the ducks very much though. They flew away one day. I don't know what happened to them.
Flew away.
I just remember that we used to have ducks, and then one day we didn't have ducks anymore, so they just flew away. Yeah, when I was really little, I wanted to be exactly like my mom. My mom stayed home and homeschooled us, so we were all homeschooled, and she did a lot of like fiber arts, so like spinning and knitting and sewing, and like she would sew the clothes that we would wear and everything. So my day was like wanting to be like my mom or like my older sister, who I always saw as like perfect, because she was always very calm and composed and quiet and very precise and organized. And that's not me at all. Like I'm very outgoing and volatile and just like messy. So I always wanted to be just like her, because she was like my mom, and like those were the female role models that I had, where both of them are very similar, very shy and quiet and orderly. Yeah, so I wanted to be like them for a very long time. I thought my sister was perfect. And then spent a lot of time outside, running around in the woods, in the fields, barefoot, playing with dogs. Taught one of my dogs how to play hide and go seek with us. We started teaching her how to read, so she could read flashcards. So if we would
Really? Oh, wow.
yeah, she was very, very smart. We spent a lot of hours with her. I think she's one of the reasons that I love dogs so much. Her name is Daisy. We traded a goat for her. So there was somebody who wanted goats. So we gave him like 2 goats, and he gave us a puppy.
Oh.
Because the original plan was to have her work with the sheep. Mm-hmm. She was terrified of sheep.
Oh.
But she was very smart, so I still trained her to play hide and go seek with me. Yeah, I remember times like hanging out with my best friend. I met her in preschool, and we would have this old fig tree out in our yard. So there are always people around when you have that many siblings. So we would like escape to our secret tree and climb up in the tree and sit. There are 2 little branches that split out where we could sit and chat. And there's a little knot in the tree that we would like hide things inside of, and then we'd come back and find them a couple days later. Yeah, out in the old fig tree. So my childhood was very independent. Like I could always do whatever I wanted. It was always safe for me to go outside and had like an acre to run around with and do whatever I want. Yeah, and there were always people around. Spent a lot of time with my siblings, a lot of time with the animals. And then when I was 13, it was the first time I ever traveled abroad. Like growing up in a small town, it's very closed off, especially when you're homeschooled. And all the other people who were homeschooled were also like middle class white families. And my best friend was a middle class white family. So like it was all very white and very middle class. Even though there are a lot of African Americans in the town. But I didn't have any connections with anybody. Then, yeah, when I was 13, over my 13th birthday, we went to West Africa to see my aunt and uncle. And that was mind-opening, like, that so many people get by on so little money. Like seeing all the poor, seeing kids out on the street begging in this big city just by themselves. Be like little packs of kids that would run around getting money for their Muslim teacher to go teach them the Quran. Or we went out in the village and seeing people just like living in huts with no running water. They had to get everything from the well. They had these big campfires that would cook. But it was such a close community, which was very cool. And like everybody you could see really cared for all of the other people. And like seeing all the babies and all the little kids, like everything was so safe, like community-wise, that they could just run around and be perfectly fine. Like while I remember growing up, even though things were pretty safe where I lived, we had like a guy down the road that apparently was a sex offender, so I couldn't go outside on the road by myself. I always had to have my older brothers. But seeing like all the little kids being able to run around and like such trust within their community was really cool, even though they like had nothing. And then when I went and stayed there when I was 15, so I came back and whatever, and then when I was 15, I moved there to live with my aunt and uncle and go to school with them for a whole semester instead of just a couple weeks. And being away from my family for the first time really changed. Like, even though it was like my aunt and uncle, it's still family, but it really changed how I think about the world and like interacting with so many other different people from so many different countries at the school I went to, because it was a missionary school. So missionaries from all over the world would send their kids to this school. If they're in any part of West Africa, it was one of the biggest schools. So they were like boarding school too, so kids that lived there. Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons that I decided I wanted to live abroad, was because like it was such a cool community to see so many different people from so many different backgrounds. There's a lot of toxic religion, but I don't think it was like, there's also a lot of positives. Yeah, and then went to college, went to military school, was in the military program for a couple years, realized that was a terrible idea. Had my first boyfriend freshman year of college, started dating him, realized that was a terrible idea too. Like, he was not the guy for me. I loved him so much and he just liked being loved. So realized that I'm too trusting. Started taking Chinese, realized I really liked Chinese. Did study abroad, went to China, worked a summer in China at a summer camp. Because I always grew up going to summer camps and stuff, and I always loved that. So helping kids be more independent in some ways, like away from their parents, but also working with teamwork, getting them to work together when they don't always have to work together, and just have a good time. Especially when I was in China, because there's so many kids that have been so focused on schoolwork, they don't know how to do cooperative teamwork, even if it's just for fun. Like putting down little blocks of wood on the ground and telling them to find a way to get across without stepping on the grass. Mm. Like they all have to work together and carry each other, and it's pretty cool. Mm. And then met a lot of interesting people there too. Mm. Then I graduated college, worked in Atlanta for a couple years, got really depressed. I think it was more chemical depression than like emotional. Mm. Put on a lot of weight, slept a lot, realized I was not happy. Then I moved here, and slowly things got better. I think big changes, like I kind of felt the same, like soulless, but like I kept fighting it. Like I would just feel like a shell of a person, but then be so upset because I've had such a good life. Like I've had such good family, such good opportunities in the world. And then like, why am I struggling so much? Why am I so sad? Why am I so disappointed when I've had everything kind of handed to me? And so many people have had it so much harder and are so much happier than me. Like what's wrong with me? Then I moved here and realized that like, it's okay to live like this. Like I don't have to worry about everything. I don't have to compare myself to my siblings because they're like lawyer, accountant, veterinarian, like all very professional, and there's me who's just a mess. But that's okay because I'm happy, you know. And I'm still doing things to help other people. Like I think being a teacher really makes me feel good, like being able to help other kids, let them see how good they are. And then I met Raina, and my life turned a little bit up again. Things started getting better. Because when I was here at first, the first couple years, I was kind of a mess. Like I got in with a bunch of people who were a little bit more partiers. So it was like drinking every weekend, every day of every weekend, and just staying out late and not taking care of myself like I should. And you helped me kind of calm down a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
This has been me calm.
Oh, okay.
I just imagine how I was before. Yeah.
I'm crazy, but in a good way.
Yeah. You're not in a toxic alcoholic crazy way. You're in a love other people crazy kind of way.
Crazy, but loving other people.
Yeah. So that's my life.
Crazy of love other people. Okay. All right. Next question.
Sorry it took too long.
No, it's not. So.
I don't know how much of that you didn't already know.
Yeah. I think most of the story I know already. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You asked 12.
12? Okay. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one qualities or ability, what would it be? Oh. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or abilities, what would it be?
Does it have to be something natural or can it be supernatural? I think it has to be something natural. Like not flying or something like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I think it's up to us to decide which one we want. Do you want supernatural or natural?
Natural?
Okay, I think so too.
This is really hard.
Yeah.
I think I have my answer. A very weird answer, but it's just like
it's kind of weird. I think I would want to. I don't know, because I think it kind of defeats the purpose. I was gonna say be fluent in Chinese, but I think just because I feel like I need to do that to kind of prove it to myself. But I feel like if I just wake up with that ability, it takes away the fact that I work for it. Like, because that's one of the main reasons I moved over here was to work on that, and I feel like I haven't done that. So that's something I need to do. Maybe I would want to, I guess just like, be more confident. Like be able to accept myself a little bit more and see more of the positive qualities that I have without feeling like I'm super full of myself if I do. Yeah. Believe in myself. What's yours?
Okay. Mine is like I wanted to be able to not sleep over.
Not sleep too late.
Because it's all connected, right? Like because okay, so the main core would be like I want to be more disciplined.
Yeah.
But if the first thing is like I wanted to be able to do all the things in the morning.
Yeah.
So it's like the key is that I have to wake up.
Get out of bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for example, in the winter time, it's so hard.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be like because some people they won't sleep over.
Yeah.
I will. Just like,
same.
But
what time did you wake up today? I woke up at 12 and I laid in bed until 1.
yeah, me too. So it's just like I wanted to be like because I feel like I think if I can be, for example, if I wanted to like wake up, the ideal time would be like maybe 5:30 or 6. Yeah, so I can have enough time to finish all the things. For example, like I wanted to be able to study maybe 1 hours in the morning, like read a book or like study Spanish or like English, whatever. It's just like I wanted to have the time to do that, but I just like recently I just didn't. I only finished like yoga 10 minutes and workout 10 minutes. That's it. A little bit of Spanish.
That's still though. That's better than nothing. Better than nothing.
Yeah, but it's like I just realized I have so many things I want to do, so it's just like
we just have to encourage each other and encourage ourselves. I think.
Yeah. So. All right. What time you have to leave? It's 6:30 now.
Oh I probably should go shower and leave.
So. All right. So
Around
we
13.
have to finish 12.
I just finished 12. Yeah.
Yeah. Questions. So.
We can finish the rest another time. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of 36 questions.
Part 1.
Yeah, 12's perfect. We can do 3 parts.
Yeah.
Math.
See you next time.
Maybe next time we'll be a little more put together and not still in our pajamas.
This is a very casual, like
eating brownies.
We are in our pajama, but we still look good and sexy.
Look at us. Wow.
Wow.
I didn't brush my hair today. I've eaten so many snacks and brownies.
Yay. I ate so much as well.
Hey, I washed my face. I brushed my teeth. That's all.
I showered.
I should shower. I need to shower and leave.
All right. See you next one. I don't know when. All right. Bye.